The Argentina World Cup Files. Episode 2, 1986. Maradona, the Hand of God, and the most controversial goal in football history. Mexico 1986, the return of Argentina. 8 years after their first World Cup triumph, Argentina returned to the biggest stage in football. But this time, they arrived with a different challenge. They were no longer chasing history. They were trying to prove they belonged among football's greatest nations. The 1986 FIFA World Cup was originally scheduled to take place in Colombia. However, Colombia withdrew as host, and Mexico became the new host nation. The tournament would become one of the most iconic editions in World Cup history. At the center of Argentina's story was one extraordinary player, Diego Armando Maradona. A dramatic pause. A player whose talent could change a match in a single moment. A player who would create moments of pure genius, and one moment that would create one of football's greatest controversies. The Argentina World Cup Files. Episode 2, 1986. Maradona, the Hand of God, and the most controversial goal in football history. Argentina versus England, the match that changed football forever. Some football matches become more than just 90 minutes. They become symbols of history, rivalry, and unforgettable moments. The quarterfinal of the 1986 World Cup was one of those matches. On June 22, 1986, Argentina faced England at the Azteca Stadium in Mexico City. The match carried emotions far beyond football. Just 4 years earlier, Argentina and the United Kingdom had been involved in the Falklands War, a conflict that left deep memories on both sides. Now, millions were watching as the two nations met on football's biggest stage. The first half ended without a goal, but the second half would produce two moments that would be remembered forever. In the 51st minute, Diego Maradona moved toward the England penalty area. A high ball entered the box. Maradona jumped with England goalkeeper Peter Shilton. The ball reached the net. The referee awarded the goal, but television replays showed a controversial detail. The ball appeared to have been touched by Maradona's hand. At that time, video assistant referee technology did not exist. The referee's decision stood. England protested, but the goal was allowed. The Argentina World Cup Files. Episode 2, 1986. Maradona, the Hand of God, and the most controversial goal in football history. The Hand of God, a controversy that never disappeared. The goal was counted, the scoreboard changed, but the debate had only begun. For Argentina, it was a moment of celebration. For England, it was a moment of frustration and disbelief. The difference between victory and controversy came down to a single decision made in seconds. After the match, Diego Maradona famously described the goal with the phrase, "the hand of God." The expression became one of the most recognized phrases in football history. But the controversy also highlighted a major challenge in football. At the time, referees had to make decisions without the help of modern technology. No VAR, no instant replay review, only the view of the officials on the field. Decades later, the goal remains a symbol of football's human side, a reminder that one decision can change a match, a tournament, and even history itself. Was it one of the greatest examples of gamesmanship in football history, or was it simply a mistake that changed the course of a legendary match? The answer depends on who tells the story. The Argentina World Cup Files. Episode 2, 1986. Maradona, the Hand of God, and the most controversial goal in football history. The goal of the century. Maradona's answer on the same stage. Only 4 minutes after one of football's most controversial moments, Diego Maradona created one of its most beautiful. The same player who had become the center of a worldwide debate was about to produce a moment that would be remembered as pure football genius. Maradona received the ball inside Argentina's own half. He moved forward with incredible control. One defender was beaten, then another. He continued his run toward the England goal. 5 England players tried to stop him, but none could take the ball away. Maradona entered the penalty area and calmly finished. A goal created by speed, balance, skill, courage, and imagination. A goal that showed why Maradona was considered one of the greatest footballers ever. The 2 goals from that match created 2 completely different legacies. One became a symbol of controversy. The other became a symbol of football brilliance. The Argentina World Cup Files. 1986. Maradona, the hand of God and the most controversial goal in football history. Argentina's road to the trophy, Maradona's World Cup. The victory over England sent Argentina into the semi-finals, but the journey was not finished. A World Cup champion must survive every challenge. In the semi-final, Argentina faced Belgium. Once again, the spotlight was on Diego Maradona. With 2 brilliant goals, he guided Argentina to a 2-0 victory and secured their place in the final. Waiting in the final was West Germany, a team known for discipline, strength, and the ability to fight until the final whistle. The Azteca Stadium in Mexico City became the stage for one of the most dramatic World Cup finals ever played. Argentina started brilliantly. They built a 2-goal lead through José Brown and Jorge Valdano, but West Germany refused to surrender. 2 late goals brought the Germans level. The final appeared to be slipping away from Argentina. Then came the decisive moment. Maradona received the ball in midfield. Under pressure, he found the perfect pass to Jorge Baruchaga. Baruchaga scored. Argentina were world champions. The Argentina World Cup Files. 1986. Maradona, the hand of God, and the most controversial goal in football history. After Maradona, how Argentina's controversial moments shaped football history. The 1986 World Cup ended with Argentina lifting the trophy. Diego Maradona became a global icon. His performances were celebrated as one of the greatest individual displays in World Cup history. But the tournament also created a lasting discussion about the role of decisions in football. The hand of God goal became a reminder that refereeing decisions can change the destiny of a match. Before modern technology, football depended completely on the eyes and judgment of officials. A decision made in a few seconds could become a debate lasting decades. The story of 1986, therefore, is complicated. It is the story of extraordinary talent, unforgettable goals, and a player who controlled the biggest moments. But it is also the story of how one controversial decision became part of football folklore forever. Argentina's World Cup history was becoming a story of greatness and controversy existing side by side. And years later, another generation would create another chapter.